I'm not sure if they're there yet, but they're probably pretty close. And I'll let Lawrence answer this in a minute. But let's just say the Indianapolis Colts are going to be giving up a first round draft pick for Carson Wentz. He's going to play the 75% of snaps that turns that conditional second rounder into a first round pick. And that's going to obviously bring up the questions: is Carson Wentz worth the Colts first round pick? And I got a couple things here I want to go through, and then I'm going to let Lawrence give his opinion. Obviously, being a Colts fan too, it'll be a unique opinion coming from someone from the Colts fan base. Wentz is 28 years old. He's under contract till 2024. So this wasn't like a 1 or 2 year rental. This is a 4-year sort of long-term solution for the Colts, and they still have an opportunity at that 2024 year to work another deal and extend him even longer. His stats this season, he's 266 for 420, 2,948 yards, 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's a great touchdown interception ratio. He's got a rating of 90.3. PFF's not bad. He's rated 23rd overall. He's got a 70, but he's got a 73 grade. So it's not a bad grade at, even being at 23, 71.7 in the passing and 64.3 in the run, in his run game. He's not known as, he's not running it like he used to back when he was in Philly. Mm-hmm. I believe that Wentz is a little bit protected by Jonathan Taylor. I think when you have a guy like Jonathan Taylor, that helps you open up your passing game a little bit more because of the danger of him. The same way Mac Jones is protected by the Patriots run game, and I think anybody with a strong run game. And I'm going to say the same way even Tom Brady's protected a little bit with Leonard Fournette and the way Leonard Fournette is running the football this year. Where things go a little skew for Carson Wentz is when we get to the player profiler analytics, which weren't really matching up with the general stats and the PFF stats. So you're smiling, so I'm sure you already probably read this, but I'm doing this just to lay it out for everybody, and then I'm going to let you give your answer. This is actually in favor of Carson Wentz. He's got a supporting cast that's ranked 23rd, which means he's not thrown to a top 20 supporting cast, which will bring other numbers down. His protection rating, and I think a lot of this came from the beginning of the year, but overall for the year is ranked 36 in the NFL. That means 35 other quarterbacks who have played this season have better protection than Carson Wentz. That's going to affect numbers. And considering that he's at a 22-5 ratio, that's actually pretty good. Here's where I don't like it. For danger plays, he's ranked 12th, and these are the ones you want to be lower. You don't want to be a top 15. He's thrown 26 danger plays this year, and he's 9th in interceptable passes, 24 in total, 26 danger plays he's thrown. His true percentage completion has him rated at 29 at 68.6. His true passer rating of 84. However, the Indianapolis Colts have 22 drops this season, so there's a lot of drops coming on Carson Wentz. The Colts are currently 7-6. They're half a game out of a playoff spot. So I'm going to turn to you because it's your team. It's the team you follow, you cover, and you cheer for. Is that first round draft pick worth it for the Indianapolis Colts? Has Carson Wentz delivered on what you wanted this season? And do you trust him moving forward the next 3 seasons?
All right. So I am going to defend a little bit on the danger passes / interceptable passes. A lot of those are him throwing 50-50 balls to specific players that he has a lot of faith in, like Michael Pittman Jr., and, when you have a guy like Michael Pittman Jr., you're going to do those. You're going to throw those kind of passes, and no matter who comes down with it, it's going to come up as a danger pass. It's going to come up as an interceptable pass, and he's had 2 of those this year get picked off, but a lot more was caught by Michael Pittman Jr. I think overall, I think this is by far is worth a first round pick, considering Philadelphia is eating a lot of that contract because of bonuses. So they're averaging anywhere between 20 and 28 million a year, as the years go through the next 4 years. And also, he's in the right fit for him. You know what I mean? We talk about, well, he's got Jonathan Taylor and he's got, this offensive line, and that's what Carson Wentz needs to succeed. That doesn't mean that every quarterback is going to succeed with that specific setup. In Philadelphia back, when he had his MVP season, guess what? He had a good run game there. He had targets, and he had a good offensive line. It was there to help him succeed. I think Carson also, it's that matchup with the coach and his skill sets and what the coach wants to use those skill sets for his play calling. and those work out very, very well as well. This is why it's just a really good fit, and I think it fits the Indianapolis Colts. It's definitely, in my opinion, worth that first round pick. And yeah, percentage wise, it is possible, depending upon how many snaps is left in the last 4 games of the season, that he, it's already too late. We've already given it up. So it will be a first round pick without any question.